the treasurer I was for, how many years was it? See, it was all the years through Ed Grady's time, but before that, when Lloyd Stocks, his name was, who was single, and he worked for the Wisconsin Power and Light Company, and he lived right off the score in one of these type homes. I don't know exactly what it was. And anyway, I visited him there a few times, and that's when he wanted to pass on the chores of treasurer. So between that and then, during actually part of my time, I also was still the treasurer till we got Grady volunteered to do the payrolls and the bills, and then we finally hired, I have to remember her name, Lally.
Oh, Ruth Lally.
Ruth Lally.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I think of her now. She was a godsend. Of course, she took over and used the spreadsheets that I had made. Computers just came around in 1985.
Yes.
Something like that.
That's about right.
And I was not very efficient. Like none was in after me. And after that was Ed O'Neill from St. Bernard's Conference.
Yep. I know his name.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph took over so well. I mean, again, like I said, you can't count all the things, but he did. As far as even, I don't know if one of his last ones has been stores that he opened was Sun Prairie.
Yes.
And it's a big store. This is what I was going to mention to Julie. Wife and I have visited stores for many years while I was involved thoroughly in the 70s, 80s, but even now in the past 20 years, and there are some beautiful stores that learned from us, Lake Mills for one. They would come to our meetings and they would ask questions, and they especially when we had that diocesan meeting that we had, people stayed at Holy Name. That, it was a huge entertaining. I guess that was one for me because I had to take it, people had to send all the invitations into me. And of course there was a fee, and it was a bigger project than probably we should have been undertaken, but it worked out well.
Yeah.
And we had to set up committees to have them learn different aspects of the society.
Yep.
And so that was
Very cool.
big time. That was a special item.
You, part of your involvement was when you were with the READI group from Oscar Mayer, your employer.
Yes.
And what does READI stand for?
READI stands for Retired Employees Are Dedicated Individuals. Anyway, yes, I've been on the board at the READI group for 30 years and I retired there. We did projects throughout Dane County to help people and organizations like the food pantry. See, other things I didn't talk about either was the Seton House.
Yes.
When we opened that, that was way back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
you guys were getting into real estate a lot, buying buildings and things. Yeah.
Things like that. But we have twice a month, we have people come there to package food and do whatever. But then all the different runs that they raise money for different groupings, where we which are like Iron Man, Derby, huge projects that require 50 people to fill up the bags, because there might be 1,000 runners. As being on the board, we selected what projects you would take, and they submitted, and it's our group is well run in that we have a newsletter published then on the internet, and to know what projects are coming and how well the projects did, and so a lot of information. So
that's a very organized group you got there.
Yeah, these are all volunteers. I mean, we expanded from being first just Oscar Mayer employees to anybody as a volunteer. So anybody could join our group. Read a bit of the society and to look at how you could help and make sure you enjoy the fact you're helping someone else, which is the biggest joy you can receive.
That's
Pretty
beautiful.
much. Yeah.
That's
And
beautiful.
it is the biggest joy. I mean, I in my years here, not being totally so involved with the society, I reminisce it constantly.
You did a lot.
Well,
You and your group. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was fortunate.
Yes.
So
Indeed.
here I'm blessed.
Yes.
Like my wife and I have talked for a long time. She knew 5 years before her aneurysm burst that it was going to happen, and we were prepared that we had a wonderful 67 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many people could say that? And now, fortunately, I'm healthy. God has blessed me.
Yeah. For sure.